caught me out playing. We just got this thing in and I'm sorry, I had to go experience it. This is the new big dog from Can-Am, and whenever I say big dog, there's really nothing bigger out there. This is the new 1000cc Renegade. That's right, guys, a four-wheeler with 1000 cc's. This thing, for lack of a better term, is just ridiculous. I mean, I can't believe the power output that it's got. I'm out here on our test track out back seeing what she'll do, and I tell you, the one thing you got to do is really hold on. The power ratio on this thing is just absolutely nuts, but it's got a Rotax V-twin motor on it, fuel injected, liquid cooled, and whenever you hit that throttle, you better have a good hand on the grip, buddy, because it's going to pull you back. Now, you're looking at it and it's a sport style, but it's a little bit bigger than your average sport style ATV. That's because this is an in-between. They call it a utility sport styling. And what that means is you've got all the elegant looks of a traditional sport style, but you've still got four-wheel drive capability. And with the Can-Am, you've got a hydraulically locking differential. They call it a Visca-lock system, and what it is, you go into a four-wheel drive situation, and like some of the competitors, they've got like a differential locks that you grab by the handle. Not with the Can-Am. You flick your switch over to four-wheel drive, and whenever it's in four-wheel drive, if one of the wheels starts to slip, hydraulically, that differential locks into place automatically so your hand's free and your hands can be up here on the bars where they need to be. Also, whenever you're out there during those tricky rides, you're in four-wheel drive, you got to really fight with the steering. They thought about that too. This has got a DPS system. It's a dynamic power steering system to it, which is adjustable. You can actually adjust it on the fly for how much resistance you want and how much assistance you want. It's really a great system. And yet again, I mean, there's just so many innovations about this one. One of my favorite aspects on it is the rear end. Well, you know me, I like to point out the rear end. This is what they call a Tti rear end. It's a true track independent suspension system. Normally on the independent, you see the dual A-arm system that comes out, and you know, whenever you go up and down, it's got what they call a butterflying motion. The wheel will go in and out, or a scrubbing motion. With this, the travel is straight up, straight down. There's no butterflying, there's no scrubbing, and it gets rid of the excessive rollover that's typical with independent suspension. Basically, all that power, they want to make sure that it's going to handle. Now you're going to notice too, you've also got Fox Racing shocks, gas-powered shocks back here. When you're dealing with the XXC, it's got all the goodies. There's really no skimping. You've got beadlock tires on it, extra halogen, high-definition headlights. You got 4 of them up here to really light up that trail if you're cut out during the dark. You can see that radiator up there, keep that big old 1000cc motor cool. Guys, I've got this one here. The MSRP on this bike is $13,299. Now, here at Ted's, we're gonna hit it a little bit better than that. Here, we're gonna do... Did you hear that? Did he really censor me? I mean, come on. No, it's a... Never mind. Give me a call, okay? Come on down here and see me. That way we can put you out on this thing. You can go out to Flat River. You can go out to Cloud 9 and, well, just blow everybody's socks off. Now, guys, if you excuse me, I wasn't done whenever you came up. So I'm going to get out there and see exactly what this thing will do. Now, remember, hit me up, Dennis@TedsMotorcycleWorld.com. Give me a call, 618-462-3030, and they can't censor me over the phone. Or just come on in. I'll tell you what, this thing is not gonna last. Hell, if I have too much longer on it, I might wind up taking her myself. Listen to that V-twin motor, man, on a four-wheeler, 1000 cc's. Who'd have thought it? And fully automatic to boot. Excuse me, I'm gonna go get foolish. If you have a bike this powerful, you gotta be careful on who you let ride it. Can-Am thought about that. 2 different keys. You got the black key, you got the silver key. Black key, daddy only. Don't let anybody use that black key, that's full power. This one, 70%. Doesn't have full power. Now granted, on this thing, 70% is still ridiculous, but at least you don't have to worry about him doing, you know, 90 mile an hour across your back field, and God knows what's gonna happen after that.